Unbelievable colors on this guy. Wow.
Our boat limit is 250.
That's crazy. I've honestly never seen someone just pick up a lionfish. We got a bin probably with about $700 worth of aquarium fishing. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I am here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida with Ollie and Joe, the commercial exotic fish divers who pretty much go out and catch all the exotic tropical fish, from angelfish, lionfish, wrasse, pretty much everything you can think of exotic here in Florida. They catch it and they bring it to the fish stores to actually sell, and they end up in aquariums like yours, mine, and all around the world. So today I'm going to be showing you guys the whole process. We're loading everything up. We got a giant cruise ship in the back. We're in the port pretty much. This is gonna be an epic day, long day. Lots of fish to come. We are heading out right now. Probably about 1 to 2 foot waves, not too bad. We're charging out there. Got to get to like 100 feet of water. That's where we're going to start off at. Sounds like a lot, but with these big old tanks, we'll be able to go down there, sit on bottom, just catch a bunch of fish. Are you ever scared of the big eels when you're like going through the rocks?
I can show you where I had to go to the emergency room.
You have all your fingers still, so
I do.
He uses steel gloves.
But now I wear chainmail gloves after, you know. Back in the day, you could go to the emergency room and have your hands sewed back together and have a $500 bill, as opposed to today we're going to send you home with, medical debt for the rest of your life,
Yep. Where are we at?
See that updwelling right there?
Yeah.
Off Hollywood Beach.
Yep.
We call this the stink hole, or the sewer, or the pipe, or the pipe, and it's the sewer line of water that comes from the water treatment plant all the way, and there's actually bricks coming out. You can find there, it's covered in bricks, and that makes like a reef in its own. And then the pipe comes out on the drop off in like 90 feet of water. So at the end of the sewer where the pipe is and the water flows out, you'll see like if there is water flowing out where the water's mixing, where it's kind of like it's not clear because it's fresh water mixing with salt, and there's like always a school of bait fish. You got sergeant majors, porkfish, grunts, I mean huge schools of fish.
So he's gonna be under there for almost an hour underwater at 100 feet. Just imagine that. Pretty much feel like a fish at that point.
All right, Zoe. Left. Right. The most important thing I wear is chainmail gloves.
The heck is this thing?
It's a DPV, a scooter.
Wow, underwater scooter to cover more area, I'm assuming. That's pretty sick.
It's like an F-22 underwater.
That's
I
sick.
think it's fast. It's got 8 gears.
That's insane.
How deep?
79, 80. What depth are you looking for?
90.
So I've always wondered the process of how these aquarium stores get their fish. Pretty much this is the process, and gonna be showing you guys all the behind the scenes of how it's done. We'll get a good look on the fish that we catch today. We'll be pretty sick. Ollie's right underneath us at the moment, and how we're able to tell is this flag right here. Wherever that flag is, below is Ollie, so you just got to keep an eye out on it. How long has Ollie been doing this?
Like 35 years.
35 years.
Like since he was 16.
Wow. So Joe, what's the coolest thing or craziest thing you've seen while being down there?
Well, when I first started diving with Ollie and using the scooter, it was a new thing to me to use a scooter, be going fast. And one day we were going diving, I was getting ready to go, and we see pods of dolphins all the time. They ride in the wake next to the boat,
yeah,
you know, whatever. One day Fisher and I were chasing them around, looking at them, but when you get in the water, you don't generally see them. You know, I've seen dolphin in Costa Rica jumping on the dolphin.
They were just chasing you though?
No, they weren't. I just saw them on the surface around, and I stopped to do my dive, and I get on the bottom, I picked up the scooter, I started going, and two full-size, I don't know, they're male, female, but full-size porpoises dolphin sandwiched me in, turned on their side, and were smiling.
That's
and
awesome.
For a minute there, I was nervous, because they were like, you know, they're a few hundred pounds apiece, and they could beat the crap out of you.
Right.
You know? If you notice on the lobster catch bag, you know how people use vertical jigs?
Yeah.
A lobster catch bag, we have a steel, very shiny a lobster gauge to measure lobsters on a string.
Yep.
So like I picked up the bag to straighten it out, and the red grouper follows me around, and when the gauge was dropping, he grabbed it, put it in his mouth, and tried to eat it.
Wow.
And then like when you let go short lobsters, they'll grab them from you. I had an octopus come out and grab one
Really?
time. Yeah.
So
Very
no
cool.
no sharks though, not a big thing, right?
I've seen bull sharks. We see hammerheads. You know, they don't mess with you unless you have dead fish. If you're a spear, that's why he gave up his spearfishing license. Too much trouble with sharks.
Yeah.
He used to be he was a big time spear fisherman. He was always tropical fish, spear fishing, and lobsters. He was doing it all. And at one point he had a swordfish buoy permit. Then he was going out at night and sword fishing.
Wow.
You know, he gave up all those permits. All we have is a tropical fish and the diving for lobster permit.
Let's see what we got.
Well, Nick,
Backed out of it.
I got some good footage for you.
Yeah?
And you know what you can call that video?
What do we call it?
A shitty situation. Because I'll go right through the where the outflow is.
Yeah.
I got the whole outflow. I circle it.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
That's awesome.
I actually did that dive for a reason, because I wanted that to be on somebody that's really gonna get seen.
Yeah.
Because they pump like 1 million gallons a day out of that thing. They're hanging at about 30 feet.
So right now, Ollie's bringing up the bucket of fish very slow. Why is that, Ollie?
Well, their air bladders, as they come up, they tend to expand.
Right.
And you don't want to blow them up.
So this is what we ended up getting on the first dive. Wow. Those are some pretty fish right there. Lionfish. Looks like a, what is that, Cuban, Spanish wrasse?
That's a Cuban. The real term for them is a spot fin hog, but collectors call it Cubans.
Dude, that thing's beautiful.
Yeah, it's my favorite fish.
Wow. And as you can see, the good old lionfish, invasive species here in Florida. It's always good to get these guys off of the reef.
If you know how to touch them right, you can handle anything.
That's crazy. I've honestly never seen someone just pick up a lionfish. If you don't know, they're very venomous. So if you get stung by one, those spines on them, you can possibly go to the hospital.
I've been stung multiple times. I'm not allergic to it.
You're immune to it.
No, but I'm not allergic to it. So you know, it just. If
Right.
you want to know what it feels like, go ahead and heat up a needle till it's red hot.
Yeah.
Slam it into your finger, and then go get a hammer and bash your finger, and it comes in waves.
Oh my God.
It's awful. Because the only thing is, like, they have 11 to 13 spines up here, the dorsal spines. They got 3 anal spines, then they got 1 here and 1 here. The big fan, this is nothing here. That's just decoration. They use that, they'll fan it out, and they'll use it to make themselves look bigger. Yep. Because they're like grouper, they're vacuum feeders. They open up their mouth and they just suck it right in.
Look at that bucket. I don't know, we may have to take one of these guys home for one of our aquariums since we're out here today. We'll see what we end up catching, but right now we got some Cuban wrasse, we got lionfish, and we got a little, I think he said it's a greenhead wrasse, some sort of wrasse, but there he is right there. Unbelievable. What is that?
Tree sponge.
So it's live?
Yeah. It's sponge. You're allowed to take sponge as long as it doesn't have any base on it, no rock, no nothing.
And do people put that in their tank?
Put it in reef tanks, yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Crazy looking.
Alright, buddy.
Alright.
Kick rocks. They all go in cups unless I have a ton of lines, they'll go loose.
Is that just to separate them all?
Well, pretty much. It's mainly, yeah, it makes them easier when at the end of the day, to pull them out of there, pull them out in a bag. And it's my favorite fish.
So pretty.
Yeah.
What would that cost at like an aquarium shop?
Oh my God. Usually what happens is they double it down the line.
Yeah.
So if I get 40 bucks for that fish, the wholesaler's gonna sell it for 80, to 100, and it's going to end up in your pet store at like, you know, 150.
Yep.
You know, somewhere in that area, depending on where they go. You know,
yeah.
And then you gotta add shipping in because you know nothing's normal anymore in terms of prices. You know.
Yep.
And that's exclusively a deep water fish, like, you know, 80 feet and deeper.
And that's another reason they are priced at what they are priced. Is it's not the easiest to just go out and catch them. It's a very hard fish to catch. You got to go pretty deep. You see the work that they're putting in to actually catch these fish. So that is why they go for the price they do. It's not something you can just go out on a rod and reel and catch when you want. You really have to go actually in the water 100 feet down and catch them yourselves.
Unbelievable. It's kind of murky. Going down the reef looking for lobsters. Started finding single lobsters and measuring them, and they were just short. So I got 2 legal ones. Let go about 4 or 5. Got a decent lionfish. A wrasse, didn't see too much else.
A lionfish.
And a yellowhead wrasse.
And a yellowhead wrasse. We even got some lobsters in here. Look at these guys. Now these are food. This is what people eat here in Florida. If you go to any restaurant in Florida, there is lobster on the menu. So Florida lobster right here.
And they got to be a certain size. They got to be 3 inches from between the eyes to the back of the carapace there, of the head. They always get measured. See that?
Boom, legal.
So I caught like 4 others that were just under.
Some of you may be wondering, Nick, why aren't you hopping in? Well, when it comes to scuba diving, there's a couple legal things that comes with it. For example, you have to have a license to actually get scuba certified to use one of the tanks to be able to go under. Oh yeah.
That was much better than the last one.
Yeah, looks a lot better. Let's see what we got in that bucket there. Lionfish. Oh yeah. Some different species on that dive. We got some angelfish, it looks like. Some more lionfish.
French angel, black angel, rock beauty. Here's your queen angel.
Oh wow. Pretty.
It's a juvenile. If you don't get the air out of them, they die.
Yeah.
Crushes their organs. It's the same reason you got to carry if you're fishing like on the reef. You got a needle the fish you're letting go.
Yep.
That's like a law now. You got to have that. That's a French angel.
Oh, it's pretty.
This is a black angel. Seafood lovers.
Holy cow. Bag full of lobster.
Our boat limit is 250.
Look at that. Woo!
You know what's fun about these fish? The spines. Those preocular
Oh
spines.
yeah.
Those are like razor blades.
Right
They
on
fight
the
with
skill.
those. They slice each other
There's
open.
another one like that, a smaller one like that.
It's a parasite right there.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it almost looks like a zit when you get it out of them.
You just what? Remove it?
Yeah, just stick a needle in it and it pops like a zit.
That's a parasite
Like it
on his
came out.
fin, and he just got it
saw
off.
it.
We got a bin full of lionfish right here. There's probably, I want to say, about a little over half a dozen lionfish in this bin right here. Woo-wee. What do we got there?
A couple of rock beauties, queen angel, black angel, sharp-nosed puffers.
Oh yeah, look at the little puffers. I didn't see those. Look at this.
What does that mean?
What is this thing? What in the world is that? Some sort of tang, I think. Really, really pretty. This may be my favorite though. Look at that fish. Or I don't know, maybe this one. Unbelievable colors on this guy. Wow. And then you even got some little puffers right here. I've caught in these before. They're really, really cool. And then the good old rock beauty. Look at the colors on that. Beautiful. So what do you guys plan on doing with the fish now that they're all caught?
And they go home to my holding system. I have 1,000 gallons worth of fish and I have 1,000 gallons worth of invert.
Wow. And then what? From there, a couple days, then they go to the stores?
I'll hold them for 2 days, 3 days.
We got a bin probably with about $700 worth of aquarium fish in. I want to give a big shout out to Joey and Ollie for taking us out today and showing us the behind the scenes of their job that they do pretty much every day. This is how they make a living. So if you guys want to check out their channel, 2.5 Men, I'm gonna have it linked in my description down below. Go show them some love. That's gonna wrap up today's video. Definitely was a success. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button. We got a lot of videos coming to you 2025. We're gonna be locked in, so make sure you guys are too. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. See you!